over the last couple of weeks, I've conducted a number of board career assessments, and as part of that, I usually ask people what is motivating them to secure board roles. And I've got to say, the vast majority are indicating to me that they're motivated by income, to secure additional income. And there's nothing wrong with that per se, but the reality is board work is risky. You're definitely taking on a number of risks associated with leading organisations at the highest end of the spectrum. It is definitely hard, challenging work. It's professional work, and it requires quite a substantial investment on the part of the board director. So you're going to make an investment in your education. Most likely you're going to do some form of a formal governance course at a baseline that's coming in at about, $15,000, and at the higher end of the spectrum it comes in at around the 50k mark if you want to do a full-blown degree in governance. So there is a big investment, and the funds or the board fees don't necessarily come overnight. It takes some time to build up income levels. So I really sort of suggest you really, think carefully about your motivations, because this is not a quick fix. This is not a kind of, I'll just go and pick up a $60,000 board role. It takes a lot of time. You have to learn your craft. You have to be connected to the right people and secure the right roles. And often those early stage roles are sort of what we call stepping stone board seats. They're often unpaid, there might be expenses only, the remuneration is very, very modest in the early days. So if your pure motivation is just to make the big bucks, I think you should really rethink overall, because although there is a very high level of remuneration for certain board members, they have been operating at a very high level for a very long period of time, and they've been often invited into boardrooms on the back of a very significant CEO or C-suite career, and they've done the hard yards, and they've done a lot of sort of investment in themselves over a long period of time. So it's not a quick fix, so be really careful about your motivations for board work. A better type of motivation is that you really want to serve at the highest levels of the organisation, that you have a sort of servant leader mentality, and you really want to give back in the communities. Now, in those scenarios, you'll probably find the money takes care of itself. Eventually, you're going to be very well remunerated for the work. Based on the level of experience that you need to bring to the table and the qualifications you need to bring to the table. So think about your motivations. Really important to get clarity on this before you get started, and be clear on the end game, particularly if you want to serve as a board director in the market.